The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Jets, next on Madden NFL 22.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll be taken down. The Jets get it off for a sack. Gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Sherman. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll run with Carter, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, All gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On first down, right back to Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Sherman. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, how many is in his best interest to do that? How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon? None. So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Sherman throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Right side complete. That's Woods. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
Second and 8 coming up. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to the 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out now come the Jets. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sherman. Caught right side. Davis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw again. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Sherman able to get away. And this one complete to Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
On 2nd down now, it's Carter, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Sherman.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get the 3rd conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Sherman. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They go play action. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sherman. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
From the gun, Sherman. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Back to the ground with Carter.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore
there to make the grab. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes' throw here taken in by Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big pickup there on the scramble.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. John Franklin Myers. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Now whistles in a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. What a weekend it has been. This the last of our 6 games in this wildcard round as we wrap up a very exciting 2 days of NFL football. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And it's the Cleveland Browns who will fight on as they were able to eliminate the Cincinnati Bengals. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got him in, it's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Sherman completes it to Davis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Woods. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
It looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. On third down, Carter.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sherman. This will be caught by Brown.
7 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the gun on third down. Sherman, open man has got it. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Stiff-armed him. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All day.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Right side complete. That's Woods. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. To throw on second down, Sherman. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Off the play fake, Sherman. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Sherman. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. For the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Sherman, and that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now it's Mahomes again. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Woods, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th, as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Sherman. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sherman looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking downfield for Godwin.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So an important touchdown right there, as now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Sherman. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Good shot.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one complete on the slant route. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly to throw on 3rd down. Sherman. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And now here comes Kansas City. They have bucked the trend so far. A sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Woods, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.